Sabotage, sabotage. We go through life sometimes and we really don't realize that a lot of the things that we're trying to accomplish are being sabotaged. Sometimes, by outer forces, sometimes by ourselves, sometimes, God, you can say. But I always try to search for the reason why I'm responsible. And I think that's where conscious sabotage comes in because I'm always making mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm human. But when I do a conscious sabotage, and I'll make an example, it's like, hey, let's say I'm gonna go on a diet. I'm not gonna eat bread. I'm not going to uh, I'm not gonna eat fried food. Now, I put that out into the universe that I'm not doing these things. But this life is a game. It's gonna test you now. So it's not gonna test you how you think. It's not gonna be a test where you're like, the food is in front of you and you have to say yes or no. What's gonna happen and what's happened with me is I'll go through a stressful situation because the food is the fixer in the situation. Because in my mind, I'm like, when I eat that pizza, it's gonna taste good. I'm gonna feel good. It's gonna make me feel better. Conscious sabotage because there was something that was created to put me in a situation where I chose the thing that I said I wouldn't choose. And I think that a lot of us do this consciously. Now, unconscious sabotage is, throughout your day, you make many decisions. There's a lot of decisions throughout the day. It's like what you're gonna wear, brush your teeth, where you're gonna drive, did you wear your sneakers, what cologne, you know, and that's me. Maybe there's other people who have other stuff going on. There's people who what what they're gonna eat for breakfast. Throughout your day you go through a lot of decisions that you have to make. Now, when you get to around 4 or 5 o'clock, a full day, you done ate, you done worked, you did everything you had to do, you spoke to your girl, your wife, your husband. Now it comes a point in time where your mind is no longer like functioning at peak. Not that your mind is not the most amazing machine, but now your mind is like lagging a little bit. You've gone through the day, you've eaten food, you've done so much. Now your mind, when it comes to making a decision, is not a conscious decision. It's more of a pain, happiness type of decision. Your mind is going to look for the shortcut because it's not trying to go through the process of, if I eat this, how many calories, what I'm going to do, what I have to do to burn it off. Your mind is not going to do all of that. Your mind is literally going to pick the easiest choice and maybe make one adjustment. So let's say, for example, me with the pizza. It comes 5 o'clock. I had a long day. It was shitty. I did everything. I said I wouldn't eat pizza, but I'm so tired and I feel like giving myself something that my mind is now looking for the pain or for the reward. So now what do I do at the end of the day at 5:30, 6 o'clock? I ate the fucking pizza because it's like your mind is not conscious or aware enough to make these decisions on time or on point. So I made an unconscious decision to just eat the pizza. Unconscious sabotage. But there's a different type of unconscious sabotage too. You know, there's the sabotage that's through time. We have habits and things we tell ourselves, like, I'm gonna accomplish this amount of money and all I have to do is this, and you continue to do the same thing, same thing, same thing, but maybe it hasn't been proven, maybe it's not the right way, but you've created a pattern and a habit that becomes unconscious and it doesn't get you to your goal. And that's why you have to always audit your days. I take a day, out of the week to always audit myself because I'm not a machine, I'm human, but sometimes I'm a little drained. Sometimes I just, I let the habits go because I want to be work, 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 work. This culture of just go, 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 and you're not really accomplishing, you're not really getting things done. And I fall victim to it sometimes myself. And that's the explanation of conscious and unconscious. Now, how you fix it, how you can work on it, I say you need to break your decisions down to the minimum. Like we're literally distracted all the time. If you don't realize that there's TV, commercials, radio, music, gossip, news, you name it, it's out there for you. If you look on TV right now, there's a channel for everything. When I was growing up, there was like 5, 6 channels. Now, they even got a channel for the people sitting on their couch all day. You can watch them watch you. So if you really get down to it, and it's something that I've tried, I like took a diet from what I was paying attention to. So I stopped social media. I stopped doing everything that had to do with work. And I try to focus on a schedule where I was focused on myself. I was focused on on meditation, on what I was eating. You know, I try to start from the lowest level, brushing my teeth and flossing, like as just these things that are automatic. Like I learned from a billionaire one time, and I asked him, "Hey, how, you know, how is it that you got to where you got to be?" And he said, "Your focus on your work has to be like brushing your teeth. It's just a habit. You don't wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I don't feel like brushing my teeth today and go about your day. You brush your teeth no matter what. So those are habits that are created. So what I did was break it down to the minimum level. And when I got to that low level and I was doing the basic things that I needed in life, I added to those things to see what was important and to see what was bringing me back what I was putting out that I wanted to see in my reality, in my environment. And that was a way that I focused on unconscious and unconscious sabotage, because it's something that we're doing all the time. But I want you to know that everything that happens in your life, no matter what, you always want to search some way, somehow, to how it was your fault, how you could have made a better decision. Because if you constantly do that, you'll constantly get better. And, I'm not going to say you're not going to make mistakes. I'm not going to say things aren't going to go left. But now you're more conscious of when things go left and you make mistakes, and you're able to adjust and fix them and say, hey, you know what? I could have done this better. You know what? It started raining today and I wet my sneakers and my sneakers stained my shoes. You know what? I couldn't control the rain, but I should have watched the Weather Channel. And even if you couldn't watch the Weather Channel, something had to tell you if the sky was gray that it was going to rain today, even though you was too excited and you wanted to wear the sneakers anyway. So these are just different types of conscious and unconscious sabotage. And I think all of us that are trying to accomplish things in life, we just have to really hone in on these things, on the conscious things we're doing and the unconscious things, which are habits. Conscious, you're tired and you make a decision, or you go with the feeling versus pain. You always go with the feeling versus pain. You have to have that understanding that your brain is wired to keep you safe. Your brain is not wired to help you accomplish. You can build the system that'll help you accomplish, but your brain is wired to keep you from pain and keep you safe and happy. You have to focus and work on the mind and work on honing in to what you really want. And I'll be honest, meditation was the key for me to uncovering all these things, because when I was able to stop the mind and just